Hello, today our topic is Daffodils, which is written by William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth is one of the greatest English poets who is a nature poet, means he writes about nature, and he was born in 1770 and he died in 1850. Firstly, introduction. One day, William Wordsworth, along with his sister Dorothy, went to Lake City where he saw several of daffodils. Daffodils are yellow colored flowers which he saw there, and he was very overjoyed to see that scene. Then he was very overjoyed to see that scene. Then he says that one day he was lying in his couch. One day he was lying in his couch and was in very pensive mood. So he remembered that thought again and became extremely happy again. So firstly, we have discussed the introduction, means that he and his sister went to the Lake City, and at last what happened. Second is theme. The major themes are nature. He describes nature and healing power of nature. Healing power, healing power of nature. Nature. He just tells about nature. It means that this second theme is also part of this theme also, because nature and healing power of nature are somewhat related but not totally related. He tells that this nature has given us everything, and this nature gives us happiness, and this nature gives us happiness and the points and some moments through which we can get happy again. Nature, he describes nature as his god and he worships the nature. So just we will now discuss theme second. Healing power of nature. One day he was in pensive mood. Means he was not in a good mood. So he remembered the theme. Means that the theme which was in his mind, he remembered the theme and he remembered the scene and became again happy and again happy. So it means that nature can heal our sorrows or our anxiety, because today's world is full of anxiety and fear. So nature can overcome, means that a person can overcome his anxiety or pensiveness by the help of easily with the help of nature. So the main story starts that he and his sister Dorothy and William Wordsworth went to Lake City, where he saw daffodils. Here he saw daffodils, and here suppose this is a daffodil, and he saw waves here. The wind was blowing, so the daffodils were tossing their heads. It was looking like a sprightly dance, and the waves began to. The waves also. It seemed that waves were also dancing. So this dance was like a competition between between the daffodils and the waves. So the daffodils danced better than the waves. So he liked the dance of daffodils and he became happy. He says that his heart also started to dance with them. And he says that he saw a great band of daffodils, which he compared to the stars which are in Milky Way. In Milky Way there are infinite stars. So he says that they were like in a never-ending way. So firstly, we will discuss its figures of speeches. Firstly, the mostly used figures of speech is simile. It means comparison using as, like, and so. In the first line he uses simile. He says that I wandered lonely as a cloud. He says that suppose the cloud wanders lonely in the huge sky, so he used the word and compare his loneliness with a cloud. So he uses simile. Second, he uses personification. Personification means the humanification of, means the properties are with the properties of humans, such as the properties of human are with non-living things. Suppose he says that the daffodils in the waves are dancing. They are non-living things, and if we see that they cannot dance, so but they were dancing. So this is an example of personification. Onomatopoeia. It means that an action is done with sound. So he says that the wave was the dancing. They were dancing a sprightly dance, and a sound was coming. So there is an example of onomatopoeia. And alliteration and repetition. Alliteration and repetition. As the name indicates, it means the repetition or the again and again use of a similar word and a similar letter and a similar word. We can see that he says that when he was looking, I gazed and gazed and gazed. I gazed and gazed and gazed. So it is an example of alliteration and repetition. And another is hyperbole. Hyperbole. In hyperbole means representing anything which is more than its quantity. He says that I saw 10,000 at a glance. Means that he is saying that he saw 10,000 daffodils at a glance, which is not possible. And a hyperbole means that it indicates that he saw a huge number of saw a huge number of he saw a huge number of daffodils at a single site. This this single scene settled down in his heart and gave him a momentary enjoyment or momentary happiness. But one day when he was pensive and was holding his couch and was lying on his couch, he remembered the scene and became happy. So this also shows the healing power of nature. So we have discussed the poem